Hey guys, welcome to the version 1.0 release of the Community Hero and Item project. My name is SinZ. If you guys have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, this is a mod that we created with our team at this point quite a while ago. Never quite got off the ground, or at least where we wanted it to be. Had a lot of issues that have been remedied since. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, this is a mod. The idea behind it is it's exactly like Dota. So you hop in, it's exactly the same, except you get additional heroes added on through the community, through other people, which we'll be going over a little bit later. So yeah, in this release, we're ready to start ramping it up pretty hardcore. So let's take a look what's in this specific update. So first and foremost, it used to be called CHP. We renamed it. So why? Well, first, chips are tasty. Sounds less like a drug, like I was talking about the first time that I brought that up. 4 letters is also better than 3. So, but in all seriousness, we wanted to add an item, and we're going to be adding items. So we figured, hey, the acronym is just better. So hopefully you're okay with that. So what is new in the version 1.0 update? So right now we have 2 new heroes in addition to the 2 that we had from before. So right now there's 4 custom heroes. One is named Lethal. He's the community choice for this update. I'm very excited to see people's reaction to this guy because he is super fun. And then the second one is named Viscous Ooze, which is a creation from SwordBacon, our head programmer. He won a contest for this concept a couple years ago as well. So both contest winners in some respect. If you guys have no idea how to use the arcade, or you just want to, if you are very experienced and still want to try the mod, go to the arcade in Dota 2 and type in chip. It's pretty simple. So let's go a little bit more in depth on what has changed in this update. So for those of you for those of you that do remember, we have Ko the Bold and Parasite as the other 2 custom heroes. So these are some just TLDR quick changes that we made that, of course, we've made a ton of small ones, but we don't want to go over everything. For Ko's ultimate absorption, he deals damage in 1-second intervals instead of constantly. So instead of healing and dealing damage over a spread, it's just every 1-second interval. So it does the same amount of damage, but kind of in ticks. So this is for more performance reasons than anything. So if you had performance issues in the past, it should be remedied at this point. And for his Q, where he eats creeps, you no longer lose those charges upon death, because that was just really annoying. It takes so long to ramp it up. It's not like a Shadow Fiend where you can get those charges really fast. So instead, you just lose them over time, but you can just refresh it easily by eating a creep. And we got rid of one of his level 25 talents that was super OP, which was, I think, the pure damage to his ult, are going through BKB and whatnot. Instead, we get 15 max creep stored in your little belly, which isn't really little. We've done some play testing, and this hero is super good late game because of this. And then Slax's hero Parasite, the parasitic invasion, which is his ultimate. He jumps inside a hero and controls them. It was a little bit too OP before. Now it's kind of been used in combination with his other skill, which is Combust. So you jump in, and based on how long you're inside is how long you can control the hero. So I think, what is it? Every 2 seconds you're inside them, you can control them for 1 second. And the max you can control somebody is 10 seconds. This hero is super buggy, which we'll be going over later as well. Also, this was a Slacks recommendation, or a little stronger the recommendation. He was very forceful about this being as part of this hero. When you take over the hero, you can all chat as that person. He thought it was very important. Big changes and solutions. So last time we talked, we didn't have a lot of this figured out, but we do now. Custom heroes no longer replace regular heroes. I kind of alluded to this earlier. So you have every single Dota 2 hero in the game right now. It's close to a 1-to-1 match with your current patch that's in Dota right now. And then you have the custom heroes on the side. Custom heroes also have suggested items. I know this is kind of a big deal since you get in with a new hero, you have no idea what to build on them. Now there's recommended items. But big but here, you do have to disable Dota Plus, or else it will not work. And that is something we'll be talking about a little bit later as well. We also added a hero demo mode, so you can change heroes and test within the demo tools. This allows you to not, like if you don't have time to play an entire game, just want to try out the heroes real quick, that'll give you a quick low stimulus. Basically the same as you get in the regular Dota. New pick screen, thanks to my boy Cookies. Every custom hero also has a list of contributors to the hero, people that worked on it and whatnot. So the pick screen you can see on the bottom, it shows The custom hero is kind of in a purple glowish little area, so it should be pretty obvious who's a custom hero and who's not. Also fixed several game mode bugs. Double runes are gone. A lot of backdoor protection was a huge issue. We got that fixed. But some things are beyond help. Instead of deleting the hero Parasite, which is Slax's creation, we've left him in the game. And the reason I'm saying that is because he is very buggy. If we get enough complaints, we might just disable him. I mean, that's up to you guys. All I can say is that hero is a shit show. And I blame Slax completely for such a convoluted concept that, I mean, he can be fun. I will say that. If you know how to play him, he can be fun for sure. Plans for the future. So I don't know if you guys knew if we were being serious or not. We definitely are very serious about it. This is a passion project for me personally. It's not like we're really making any money off of it. At least not yet. Maybe we'll make a little bit later, which I will be discussing in a second. But this is just a complete passion project for me right now. It's just something I really enjoy doing, and same with the entire team. So the goal right now is adding new heroes and items frequently. The goal right now is 2 a month, which we have a lot of heroes on the back end, believe it or not, that are in working condition that we just need to tweak. So that is very doable. So look forward to a lot more videos coming from us. Custom heroes will be designed by pro players and personalities. That's just part of it. We're still going to do some community made heroes like Lethal, and I believe there's another one that we're working on now that just won a contest. We'll continue to do that, but I also want to implement heroes from professional players or personalities that have some cool ideas that they want to see. For example, I'm working with Brax right now on a hero concept that may or may not be kind of a bastardized version. That's like a negative thing, isn't it? Bastardized. It's like a mixture of a Han hero and then original concepts, which that is, again, something we're going to talk about in a few minutes. Potential tweaks to normal heroes, new talents, and our scepter upgrades. This one, we're talking about how it's almost a 1-to-1 to Dota. I don't want to put anything crazy in that's going to change your experience, but small things may be introduced at some point. We haven't really decided on anything. Just as a random example, if you guys have heard me talk about Dragon Knight Aghanim Scepter, I've always wanted it. You get Ags on them, you stay in Dragon form for the rest of the game. I think we're going to put that in the game. I mean, that's not really going to be a drastic change, you know, and who plays Dragon Knight anymore? More community contests, like I said, it's going to be on the R Dota Concept subreddit. Patreon rewards, that will be coming soon. Dotacinema in general is going to be doing a Patreon, and part of that will be going to the Chip project, which we can pay our team for. The website will be coming soon as well, and then early access content, which is kind of going to be tied to Patreon. But for now, if you guys want to get into our Discord, discord.gg/sunsfan, that is where all the test games will be happening. Okay, current bugs. There are, believe it or not, there's like 10 pages of like very small bugs. It is what it is at this point. Doing mods like this, it's pretty much impossible not to have some bugs. But the big ones that you'll notice right away, bounty runes will spawn every 2 minutes, so it's kind of like the old patch. It is global, though, meaning it'll give it to your whole team. As a result of this, you'll notice that, and it's kind of nice, actually, that the games, you just generate more gold. So I think that's actually a good thing. I don't know. I kind of want to change it, but then it feels almost like a turbo mode game. It's like a mixture of a regular game and a turbo mode is the best way to put it. Minimap icons are in the game, but they're currently not working. So you'll notice that if a custom hero uses the courier, it will show up. But if you look in the minimap, he will not show up. It's kind of weird. We're working on it. We'll find a fix probably for the next version. General Dota 1-to-1 differences, kind of what I was talking about earlier. You're going to find little tiny things that are just slightly different than Dota. They're more bugs than features. For example, buying Raindrop right when the game starts. Just small stuff like that. I don't think anything's super game-breaking personally. Any bugs you want to report, just go to the Chip feedback channel in the Discord. All right, coming soon. So first and foremost, we kind of came out with a video with this earlier, just kind of teasing it. It was a new item. It was supposed to be in this version now, Nokra's Blade, which changes physical attacks to magical. This is an item I've been talking about for quite a while. It's working. I mean, I say it's working. For some people, it's working very well. So let me just go off on a tangent real quick. This is kind of, I was warned about this beforehand, about mods being super buggy and being broken by Valve and whatnot. This one is, holy Jesus. we've spent collective over 100 hours. Myself, specifically myself, I don't know how many hours I did, but I crashed the server maybe, I mean, it's triple digits easily. So the item is working in the game, but and we could not find the reason why it would crash the server, not a client, not your client. It would crash the entire server when 2 people buy it. Or there's no exact formula for getting it to crash. But some people could not get it to crash for the life of them. And we're trying to find the differences. Like we go from getting rid of the particle effects. We go to just disabling pretty much everything and making it an item that's just standalone, just stats, still crashed for some people and other people not. And the reason, as you might have already read, Dota Plus. If you have Dota Plus and buy this item, it will crash the entire server. It's ridiculous. And obviously nothing that we can fix. So I've sent an email to Valve and we're waiting a reply. So crossing our fingers with that one. So when that is fixed, this item will be put in immediately because it's super cool. Also, a new hero coming out in the next patch. It's Axe's brother. This is a creation of mine. It is another hero, kind of what I was talking about before. It's from Han. There's a lot of concepts that I really like from Han that I want to come to Dota, but I don't want to copy paste them. So think of it as it's 50% of a hero from Han, and then the other 50% is kind of original, and just combining them into something that, because my goal, I'm not saying I can create a hero from scratch and make it fun, but I know what was considered fun in another game that isn't in Dota right now, and just kind of taking that concept and molding into something that would work in Dota. Does that make sense? Because that is my plan for any heroes that I introduce into the game. Ko is not one of those heroes, by the way. That was completely original and terrible. Many more heroes to come as well. So chip in. If you are an artist or any kind of a modder and are interested in helping out, contact us at community@dotacinema.com with examples of your work. Things we need most are modelers, textures, animators. Anytime we come out with a new hero, you'll see kind of a mixture of what we want to do, because our biggest bottleneck before was we wanted to do custom models, custom animations. Those things take forever. So we're loosening our grip a little bit. For example, this Axe brother, which you guys don't know the lore yet, it's legit. He will be using Axe's model, but we've colored him like a dark purple, and obviously you can tell the difference between them, but at the same time you can tell it's the same model as Axe. But other heroes, like Lethal, for example, it's a custom model using the skeleton of Meepo. So you get the same animations of Meepo, but it is a custom model, so you can differentiate. And then a hero like Ooze is 100% custom. It's completely custom model, completely custom animations. And obviously all the effects for every hero we put in is going to be custom as well. So it's going to be a variation from, the Axe hero that's coming out to Ooze, somewhere in between there. So just depends on which hero is coming out and how fast we want to come out with them. But also, if you just want exposure for some of your work as an artist, whether you have a custom set that didn't make it in the game, custom units, for example. I know there's some custom like creeps, for example, out there. I would love to have these in the game. That's super cool. But so if you're interested, just hit us up through the email. And last but not least, join our community, friends. Like I kind of talked about, discord.gg/SunsFan. There's 2 channels for the chip mod. That's where we will be organizing games and tests and whatnot. So join us and give us feedback. And yeah, that is about it. This is our team. Shout out to these guys. In particular, SwordBacon, our head programmer. Firetoad just came on recently. He's done a lot for us. Hawf and Cookies and Noobovich. Oh man, his art is super legit. Any of the art you've seen is basically him. He is amazing. And the Toyoka doing particles and Pumodi sound effects. Shout out to all these guys for helping us out. Of course, remember, this is a passion project. Nobody's making money right now on this. Maybe a little bit in the future, but everybody understands what this business is kind of all about. It's not really a business, right? It's just doing what you love to do. So that's about it. Stay tuned for a lot more updates coming out soon. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoy the mod. And remember, there's 4 custom heroes in the game now. In a month, there will be 2 more. By the next few months, you're going to have a ton of heroes to play with. So it's only going to grow from here. So thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, SunzFan signing out.